nowhere. He really likes this one.
I mean, both players like this one for sure because there's so much potential to drop around. If you're close by air, you can do a lot of aggressive drops. And also, if you're not close by air, the more spread out the Zerg becomes as he extends his base around, the more vulnerable your main base is always going to be.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, let's prepare for ponage. And I bring you the one and the only, the terrifying, the Swedish Titan.
Mouse MorroW.
Yes, indeed. He is in the red trunks, and he is playing Zerg to the north of this particular map. And who better to challenge him in the round of 8? One of Dignitas' most scary and accomplished players. A formidable Terran, currently playing on the west coast, I believe, in the US.
I think he's from New York. I don't know, actually. I don't know.
Well, he originates in South Korea, but currently playing on the American server. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you...
Team Dignitas, select.
He is in the purple trunks, and he is to the south. The Metal Obelisk playing Terran. This is going to be brilliant. I'm so incredibly excited.
Indeed, and we're going to have to see how this will advance throughout the game. And I'm very excited, just like you are, TV. SeleCT has been playing so well recently. You know, as I mentioned, already the ace of Team Dignitas, kind of flipping the coin between him and Naniwa most recently. And we'll have to see how he's going to play out through this game against such a formidable opponent. MorroW is so solid, so crisp. Basically, the way I described Sase before, MorroW is exactly the same. Trained so hard. Is probably Sase and MorroW are equally the most dedicated players to the game in terms of practice, in terms of putting in the effort. So let's see if he can kind of accomplish what he needs to do here.
I certainly hope so. I am looking forward to what should hopefully be a very close matchup between these two. We've seen some great matches thus far. I think everyone on the Cynical Brit staff, well, 4 of them, and of course Apollo as well, is looking forward to not seeing 3-0s in this tournament. We did get a lot of 3-0s the last time. We really did, and that was a little bit unfortunate. Great matches, but still, 3-0's always a little bit anticlimactic. And aside from the Nurture versus Thorzane game that I don't think anyone really expected that result, it was... yeah, it was a little bit of a pain. And in the meantime, SeleCT. SeleCT is getting aggressive, and this is exactly what we talked about.
Yeah, and he's not really looking to do, you know, maximum amounts of damage. He's literally just forcing 3 drones to be pulled off, trying to get a surround on the SUV. If he can get up with the bunker, then he'll put a Marine in it. If not, then it doesn't matter. He'll cancel it or leave.
Absolutely not going to happen, and SeleCT deliberately forcing that, and of course he'll be able to cancel it. So a minimal loss then. He gets away with his SCV intact, so you can hardly complain. And he's got to keep it up to the last possible moment to waste this mining time, and he's going to do a great job of doing just that. Unless, of course, oh, he's building it again! Oh, that's absolutely perfect. Hey, it was almost down. No, surely it won't complete.
No,
there you go.
Okay.
that was brilliant from SeleCT. It really was. And now he's actually doing a little bit of damage. MorroW with good micro right there, deliberately pulling this one off of the battle line. He doesn't want to do that. But look at that. He's forced MorroW to pull 4 drones again. So this is brilliant initial play here by SeleCT, who is now going to go into what looks to be some kind of Hellion play.
Yeah, I mean, this is great. He's done so much damage already. So many drones were pulled off for a very, very long time. And that's hurt his economy a lot. And look, he's throwing down a very fast command center as well as that reactor Hellion. She's going to harass a little bit with the reactor here, putting that on the factory, building a bunch of Hellions at the same time, sorry. It looks like MorroW is moving in a little bit at the back with an Overlord. He might be able to pick up an early scout that this is going to be a fast command center, because right now he has no information whatsoever. Doesn't even, well, I guess he can expect that the factory reactor is going to come because he saw the factory making, but didn't see the reactor yet. So still a little bit in the dark, but should be fine here.
Yeah, he's going for roaches right now, which is a fairly solid idea. Admittedly, they are a little bit slow, so it's quite difficult to defend both fronts at once, but they do well against Hellions otherwise. And of course, he will be able to wall off with roaches right here on the ramp to prevent that kind of damage coming in. And we shall see right now. We really, really shall. And it's going to be a double Hellion opening into 2 more to follow that one up. Stim has begun right here for SeleCT. And it comes down to how much damage can these Hellions do.
Indeed, and well, it doesn't really need to do that much damage. He just needs to force he's forced the Roach Warren to play out. I'm sure that MorroW wasn't really looking to build that Roach Warren unless he turns on the aggressive front, which is a little bit surprising.
It's been known to happen.
Here.
It's out of character, but it's not impossible. That's the thing about great players like MorroW, is yes, they can adapt to that on the fly, and they can do things that are uncharacteristic.
And is he going to get the creep tumor? That's so big.
Oh,
not
2 HP left on the creep tumor and no follow. Oh, he did get.
Oh, so
clever. Incredibly clever. So explain what just happened to those who have no idea.
He knew it literally had no HP left, and he targeted the queen. And because of the way Hellions attack, it's the splash damage. You know, it does multiple damage rather than just one unit. It went through the creep tumor, and another creep tumor taken down as well.
Very nice. Preventing this creep spread is going to be crucial, considering the lack of mobility of these roaches. That's something that MorroW's going to have to be incredibly careful about, and he might indeed be forcing more creep tumors from MorroW right here, who is admittedly sitting on 3 queens, so it's not the biggest deal ever, but still, it is a hindrance.
I mean, think about what SeleCT's done with minimal forces already. Forced so many drones off early on, has forced 50's worth of energy to be wasted, and now he might even be able to pick off a roach. I mean, he's going to run by and maybe get to the back here.
MorroW looks for the interception. He should be able to block this off, I would think. Oh, maybe some damage coming in right there. There is one drone out. Nicely targeted. Oh, very nice. SeleCT picks up another and another. He will fight. Oh, he gets. How? How is this possible? How does he escape with that Hellion?
Wow, there's so much damage there. In the meantime, that 11 drones been made. No worries, you know, I've got 47 drones against 31. One roach does come out, feels the pain, and does lose this to that marine force. And meanwhile, we are having the reactor putting on, and this is the trademark SeleCT, the trademark multitasking play. Gonna throw down the reactors, gonna get Medivacs out nice and early with that stim. Actually gonna begin with 1 Viking to deny any overlords around the map. Will start that early production of Medivacs and drop all over the place. And unless MorroW decides to go for a spy, which he can't really do at this position, it's going to be pretty hard. And SeleCT sees there's a 3rd base. He knows there's no spy. He knows the way to exploit right now is through Medivac drops.
Yep, and he'll be able to gain air superiority with these Vikings, perhaps get rid of these overlords, which would be kind of smart. There are a couple of overlords floating around. I mean, there's not amazing coverage right here by MorroW, and that's probably for the best, since he's going to get harassed right here by the Vikings. He'll be able to maybe pick off 1, possibly 2 overlords. It'll be a bit of a pain, nothing major. The lair is almost complete, so we could see a Spire following that up, but we're also getting a Baneling nest right here from MorroW, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Baneling speed.
Yeah, Baneling speed starting ASAP, and he's going to play around Ling, Baneling, Roach, and then followed by Infestor shortly once he starts mining gas from that 3rd base. A very MorroW-esque style. He's got his own style for each different matchup, and definitely going to be seeing some form of that most likely here. And we are moving around with Vikings looking for loose overlords. MorroW very crisp though, has got all the overlords in nice tight positions.
Yep, he is doing very well against that, and he was honestly a little bit, I don't even know what I'm about to say. It was going to be great, trust me guys. It was going to be a fantastic piece of analysis right there. Then I realized, oh yeah, Apollo's here, he can do that. Look, there's Medivacs, a fire engine, a fire engine. Where are the Medivacs? I saw, there they are.
Oh no, look at that Zergling. MorroW's so smart. Look at that, gonna run past. He's only scouting for the 3rd base, by the way, not this Medivac drop.
But he gets it one way or the other, so he's going to be able to respond to that. In the meantime, the Viking, well, tries to pick it out of the air. Oh, he's found the motherload.
Did he scout the drop though? Did MorroW actually see that? Because if he didn't, that's
he's not moving
really
to
bad.
Respond to it. If he has, then he is leaving it really late to do something about this.
I don't think he saw it.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, the Zerglings now actually moving across the field. This is awful right here for MorroW. SeleCT dropping into this area which has no creep coverage.
There is nothing that MorroW can actually do to defend against this. Even if he brings all his units, Stim, Combat Shields, 2 Medivacs. Uh-oh.
Oh, yes, the trademark Marine Micro of SeleCT right here. They're going on a little bit of a dance. Oh, he's even managed to supply block MorroW in the process, and that's the spawning pool going down. And SeleCT incredibly aggressive right here and putting himself in an amazing position to maybe take game 1.
I mean, 6 Mulists are about to be put out, but I mean, combined with all the forces MorroW has, he will be able to clean it up eventually, but not before losing that layer.
Oh my god, he will lose it. He has nothing to do with this here at all. Down it goes. Oh wow, that was an absolute disaster right here for MorroW.
Wow, +1 finishes just in time to take that layer down. He loses all the Marines and the Medivacs, but it doesn't matter. He did so much damage there, spawner pool and layer, and he's even going to get away with 4 Marines.
No, serious. You can't do that. Well, they'll die anyway, but they might take a Mutalist with them, perhaps. Yeah. Yes, they do.
Wow.
Talk about buy one, get one free. Very, very good play there by SeleCT, who actually has another Medivac up to the top, but it looks like it's been denied. And, oh, he's going to actually see this expansion by the looks of it for MorroW.
He could force a cancel, definitely. But will he run up to the 3rd base, or will he go to the 4th, though? He doesn't really know. That's going to be interesting. I don't think he realizes there is a 4th
I don't think he saw
there,
the drone. I don't think he did, but you know what? He could check anyway. I mean, it's just a couple of steps to the south. In the meantime, we see a little bit of harassment by MorroW, but he can't really do too much. Already Marines moving to intercept, and SeleCT is Very indecisive. He doesn't see it. He has no idea. So he's going to push forward nonetheless and go for it. SeleCT doing incredibly well right now. Lots of economic damage coming in. MorroW pulls off very rapidly. He could sacrifice this, though. I mean, really, that would be very unpleasant. And we've also got yet another drop. Oh, in the main. Good lord. Why would you do that? Because I am SeleCT. Fear me. He forces a cancel in the main. When was the last time you heard that happening? There was actually no main, by the way. The main is dead.
A counterattack launched by MorroW, but so many siege tanks here. I don't think he can really do much. He might force a cancellation on the planetary fortress now. Lift up, but I don't think that he wants to cancel that. He might just lift up, put it back down, build it again. Now he's getting into better position.
Yeah, SeleCT is looking so strong at the minute. It's absolutely absurd. He completely has MorroW's number right now. And in the meantime,
drop onto the naturals, lifted up from the main down,
GG.
and not enough. MorroW cannot keep